Om Sri Sai Ram. Hearty welcome to Sri Sathya Sai Loka Seva Gurukulam. Free online classes in science. Very interesting chapter, right? About pollution of air and water. Every day we are facing with this problem. Of course, every problem has a solution, correct? But we have to work out. Now, let us just recall what we have studied. We have studied about air pollution. What is air? Air is the blanket of all gases around us. Correct? What are the gases in air? You have nitrogen. Come on. Then oxygen. Then carbon dioxide, hydrogen, methane, water vapor, etc. etc. Now, how it gets polluted? It may be due to smoke of the factories and smoke of the vehicles, correct? And dust, moving wind will carry dust with that. All this will add to what is called as pollution. And these substances that make the air pollution is called pollutants. Correct? Even other day we discussed that CFC is also one pollutant. Chlorofluorocarbon, shortly called as CFC. Of course, it has got its own merits. For example, it is used in fridge, what you call refrigerators, air coolers, etc. But the excess of CFC will lead to some dangers. Is it not? How it is dangerous? That is the ozone layer which is protecting the earth, there will be the CFC, if it is produced more, that will create holes, especially in north and south poles of the earth. Already it is there. That is because of burning of plastic. That is why all the major countries of the world are thinking seriously as to reduce this burning of plastic and other waste materials. Correct? And our beautiful building in India, one of the wonders of the world. What is its name? Taj Mahal. Who built it? Shah Jahan. Who was Shah Jahan? He was a Mughal empire. On whose name it is built? On his wife's name. Is it not? One of the beautiful buildings. And this Taj Mahal is also affected by air pollution. And how it is affected? Because of the smoke of factories surrounding it. Correct? All these lead to pollution. And what is happening now? The white marble is changing slowly to yellow color. So the change is there. And also we have studied about one is important effect called as greenhouse effect. What is greenhouse effect? Excess of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. That leads to the global warming. Is it not? Why it is called greenhouse? Because the solution for controlling carbon dioxide in the atmosphere is done by growing more and more plants. And what do the plants do? They use this carbon dioxide to produce food. What is the process called? Photosynthesis. So that is why the name greenhouse effect. You might have seen some nurseries and the preparation of nurseries, small plants. They are built in a big greenhouses. Have seen it? So some of you might have purchased also. Correct? You can bring to your home, and if you water it and nurture it, it will come nicely. So that is greenhouse effect. So due to greenhouse effect, the danger is global warming. The temperature of the Earth's globe increases because it will reflect the heat that is produced in the Earth's atmosphere. So this Earth's, the temperature is trapped by the layer of carbon dioxide, and that will lead to so many dangers which are going to study today. So that is what is called as global warming. Warming means heating. What is global? Heating of the globe. What is the globe name? Earth is a globe, correct? So Earth's atmosphere gets heated up, means its temperature increases. Let us study in detail today after this. Now let us see home assignments. First question is, explain the circumstances leading to acid rain. How does acid rain affect us? And before that, you should know what is acid rain. Acid rain is the rain caused by mixing of poisonous gases like sulfur dioxide. So here, this is the poisonous gas, what you find, sulfur dioxide. And also you have nitrogen dioxide, also called as nitrogen peroxide. These gases, when they mix with water, where is the water there? That is the moisture present in the air to form sulfuric acid and nitric acid. So sulfuric acid is H2SO4. Actually H2SO3 is formed first, then it gets converted into sulfuric acid, and nitric acid is HNO3. So these are the famous acids. So these acids, how are they formed? It is formed by, sulfur dioxide or nitrogen dioxide when it is mixed with water. What kind of oxides are they? They are called acidic oxide. So these acidic oxide, when they dissolve in water, form respective acids, and these acids will come down or fall on the earth with the form of rain, making rainwater acidic and harmful. So these acids, when they fall on the earth, that will affect the vegetation, means plants. That will affect the human beings also, and that will affect the birds also. So this causes the corrosion of buildings and makes food grains, fruits and vegetables on which it falls unsuitable for consumption. So the crops will be affected because they are acids. Even if it falls on us also, there will be some irritation. It will lead to some the skin diseases. So food grains will be affected, fruits will be affected, vegetables will be affected because of the acid rain. That is why nowadays, people are very against, establishing factories in the town limits, in the villages. So they will make protest, because this factory means it has a lot of course there are so many advantages of factory. At the same time, there are some dangers also. One of them is this acid rain, and that's why they will try to avoid it having near the village or town. Okay. And now coming to second question. Second question is, describe the threat to the beauty of the Taj Mahal. So what is that? The threat. Increasing air pollution has posed a threat to the beauty of the Taj Mahal. Excessive poisonous gases and smoke has started to discolor the white marble of the Taj Mahal. So what is Taj Mahal made up of? It is made up of marble. So what is that marble means what? It's nothing but calcium carbonate. So this white marble, when the poisonous gases and smoke fall on that or react on that, and that will discolor. What is discolor means what? The color will change. How it changes? Because of chemical reaction. Now it is very white in color. This white colored Taj Mahal will slowly change into yellow color. So that is called discoloring. So how it happens? Acid rains due to increasing air pollution have started to corrode the marble. So the acid rain will corrode the marble, thus making Taj Mahal lose its beauty, because one of the beautiful monuments. Can I name some of the other monuments in India which are beautiful? Yeah, you got Charminar, Mysore Palace, correct? And then Qutub Minar in Delhi. And so many are there, is it not? So all these are beautiful buildings what you find, and this beauty is to be maintained. That will be maintained by only when fresh air and water or good atmosphere is there, it will be maintained. And if the atmosphere or pollution is there, that will affect the beauty of the building. Now let us come to today's topic. What is that? Effects of global warming. So global, Earth is a globe. Do you know what is the name of the Earth's globe? It's called geoid. Why it is called geoid? Because it is bulged in the equator and compressed in the poles. Can you give a beautiful example? Yes, it is orange, in the shape of an orange. I think all of you have seen or tasted orange, correct? So in orange, you see the top and the bottom will be pressed, and the middle portion is bulged, correct? So something like that. That shape is called geoid. Also, let us see some steps to reduce air pollution. You can also think on that line. Come on, one by one. You have to give list of reducing air pollution. Do you agree that the air pollution should be reduced? Agree? Yeah. Then you have to contribute, or you have to think on these lines and try your best. So here, melting of ice at Antarctic causing a rise in the sea level. So one of the causes of global warming means what? Getting heated up. In the early morning you do warming exercise, correct? Huh? Doing? Yeah, just warm up. You make it jogging, you brush your hands, brush your face, all that you do, no? That is warming exercises. Is it not? If you are not doing, please do it. In the early morning you should be active. Okay? Similarly, Earth's globe also gets warming. That is due to increase in the temperature. So what happens due to that? Sea levels to rise dramatically, by which coastal areas will be flooded. So the melting of the ice. Now do you know that most of the water that is present is in the form of ice? Where it is? It is in the Arctic region and Antarctic region, that is polar regions. Okay, So if that ice start melting, what happens? If you see the world map, you find one Greenland there, the north portion. Suppose it melts, what happens? It increases the level of water in the seas. And what happens? This increase in the level of water will gush to the rivers. So there will be floods. So that is the meaning. And also global warming could affect on rainfall patterns, agriculture, forest, plants and animals. So the rise in temperature, for example in summer, there are some places where the temperature will shoot up to 50. There are some places which are lowest as minus 40. So especially in deserts and all, temperature is very high. Now if the global warming comes, even the temperature increases. Especially North Karnataka boys or girls experience that high temperature, correct? It go up to 43, 45. Is it not? So that is another danger. So it will affect the rainfall also. A very high temperature will reduce the humidity present in the atmosphere, by which rainfall also affected. Agriculture also, forest also, all will be affected due to this. And one more thing is, it is studied the temperature of the globe is likely to increase by 2 degrees Celsius by the end of this century, leading to the dangerous situations all over the world. As I am just now telling you, the temperature is around plus 40 to minus 40 now. 45 also it goes, not 40, 45, 50 also. In Sahara desert it is 50 nearly. So plus 2 will happen. Even India also. What is it you have got in the northern part of India? Yes, it is Himalayan region. What is there in Himalayan region? You got ice is blocked. So these ice, because of the high temperature, increase in temperature, what happens? Ice start melting. If ice start melting, what happens? The level of water in Ganges will increase. So this has been studied about the climate changes in United Nations. What is United Nations? It is a group of nations, all the representatives of the different nations joined together have formed this United Nations. So this is one such meeting where they discussed about climate change conference. Here is the president sitting, secretary, and these are different members who are discussing about the dangers that take place. For example, the Kyoto Protocol is one of the agreements. So what they have discussed there, the many governments have reached an agreement to reduce the emission of greenhouse gases. What are greenhouse gases? Nothing but carbon dioxide. Correct? How to reduce? The smoke of the vehicle should be reduced. How to reduce smoke of the vehicles? Reduce the number of vehicles. In America it is said every house will have 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 cars. Husband has a car, wife has a car, children have cars, the cleaning fellow, he also comes by car. So every house will have minimum 5 to 6 cars. So naturally what do you expect when they come out, there will be more smoke. Is it not? And naturally it will lead to what is called more carbon dioxide and it will lead to global warming. So these big guns, what you call, they sat together and discussed how to reduce the carbon dioxide production or how to reduce the greenhouse gases, how to reduce the global warming. Okay. So this is see another photo, beautiful photo this is. What is these regions? They are called Himalaya regions. And here what is the danger? The Gangotri glacier. Where is Gangotri? Gangotri is the birthplace of Ganges. Glacier means what? The region of ice in the Gangotri area. This is Gangotri area. All the ice that was blocked on the Himalayan regions start melting. So what is the danger there? When it start melting, it goes to the Ganges. So the level of water in Ganges rises. When the level rises, what happens? There will be floods. These floods will occupy or attack all the towns and cities and agricultural lands and all. The level of water will gush in and it will lead to some dangers. Correct? So that is what is happening in Himalayas. We are very lucky. South Indian people are very lucky because we don't have such dangers of the melting of ice what you find in the North India. And what is written here? New Delhi. What is specialty of New Delhi? It is the capital city of India. Is it not? It is the most polluted city, choked by fumes and released from automobiles running on diesel and petrol. So the diesel and petrol that is used for this, Nayi Delhi entry, this is a railway station. You find some cars and all producing lot of smoke because of burning of diesel and petrol. So what is the solution for that? Solution is the Delhi government has taken a decision that to switch to fuels like CNG, compressed natural gas, and unleaded petrol. What is unleaded? Lead. Lead is a metal. Usually they will add lead to petrol to increase the efficiency. But it will give smoke. That's why they use petrol without lead. That is called unleaded petrol. Okay. So Delhi is the worst hit of this natural calamity, you can say, or it is the most polluted city. So what is the solution now? Steps to reduce air pollution. One of the solution is say no to crackers. How many have burnt crackers in Deepavali and Dasara and other festivals? Even election, if persons win, they will burn crackers. Why do you do that? Just for joy, they say. Even a few seconds joy. But a few seconds burning of crackers will lead to air pollution. Do you agree? So burning of crackers is not only waste of money, simply money is being burnt, but also pollution of atmosphere and pollution of sound. We cannot, because of huge sound coming from burning of crackers, it will affect our ears also. So some of the children already decided. Is there anybody here? Yeah, already decided not to burn crackers. Not only to save money. Some may say you are very stingy fellow, not spending money at all. But you must think of the pros and cons, the advantages of using the crackers and disadvantages. Especially in festivals like Diwali, when crores of rupees of crackers are being burnt. So what is the solution? Another solution is fossil fuels. What you are using? What are fossil fuels? For fossil fuels, you have fuels like petroleum, Then you have coal, petroleum, coal and natural gas. These are called fossil fuels. So, these fossil fuels, if they are burnt, they produce smoke, which leads to air pollution. So, these fossil fuels, if they are replaced by solar energy, see solar is 2.7%, hydropower, see 30.3% hydropower. What is hydropower? That is produced by falling water in the falls, Jog Falls for example. There they produce hydroelectricity. Linganmakki dam is put to that, and by which a lot of energy is saved. So it is 30% of the fuel that is used, is 30% is about hydropower. Wind power. Nowadays wind power has become more popular, 15.4%. Have you heard about windmills, especially in Chitradurga and in Koppada and many places of Karnataka, and Tirupati it is a maximum. In Kanyakumari is the maximum. We find lot of windmills. Do you know what the cost of windmill? About 1 crore. So what happens there? The windmill rotates. When the windmill rotates, the mechanical energy converted into kinetic. Kinetic is converted into electrical, because when the fans rotate, that rotation energy is transferred to the generator, and the generator produces electricity. So it is one of the solutions for this fossil fuels. So solar energy, you heard about solar energy, 2.7%. In many houses nowadays, the government has made it compulsory. All houses or flats should have solar panels. You have seen it? Yeah. This investment is little costly, but uses are very nice. So solar energy, hydropower, wind power, etc. Even biomass also. What is biomass? It is produced by the cow dung. Most of villages will have nowadays about 49%. And you have got geothermal also 2.67%. What is 2.6%? Where you get geothermal? Geothermal energy is got from the bowels of the earth. The energy that is produced under the earth is called geothermal. Geo means earth, thermal means heat. So that is about 2.6%. So all these are solutions for fossil fuels. So instead of this petroleum, namely petrol, diesel, coal, natural gas, you can use it by solar energy, hydropower, wind power, etc. Okay, these are called alternative source of energy. Okay, school buses. Many of you have got experience in going school buses, and there what the advantage? Instead of 2-3 members going in a car, the school bus will carry about 50 to 60 persons, boys or girls, inside the bus. That saves energy. Bicycle also will save energy. This Tonga, what we call horse carriage. If you go by this, there is no pollution here, pollution free. Walking also pollution free. Electric train. Some of the North Indian boys or girls, they go by train. Electric train. That also will reduce smoke. So in all this, we can save energy. Okay, and one more thing is planting trees. What we celebrate it as Vana Mahotsava. On which date? July 5th, correct? Vana Mahotsav is celebrated. Vana means what? Forest. Mahotsav means celebration. That is celebrated. How it is done? By planting trees. So you can grow trees and nurture the ones already present in the neighborhood. So planting trees, I think you also have done. If you are not done, from today onwards, please make it a point nearby your house. Plant some trees. Trees means some small nurseries. You cannot bring the big one. Small nurseries, if it is nurtured properly with the proper fertilizer and water and all, then it grows so nicely in your nearby, in your house, nearby house, there may be some space, you can grow some plants there. So that is, planting of trees will improve the quality of air, because trees will absorb carbon dioxide, give out oxygen more, and it is good for health also. When you see the green colors, our eyesight also will improve. Okay. And one more step, the dry leaves are better collected in compost pit rather than burnt, which comes as smoke, leading to cough and other problems. So when the leaves, dry leaves, all waste, they should not be burnt. If you burn it, smoke will come. That smoke will spoil the atmosphere. What you must do? You must dig pits here. That is called compost pit. So in the compost pit, what happens? All the leaves or any waste, if they are put inside the compost pit, it gets slowly converted into fertilizer. It will be a natural fertilizer. So you can avoid smoke that is produced by burning of the dry leaves, and by which disease like cough, cold, asthma, etc. can be controlled. So now coming to home assignment, write any 3 causes of air pollution at an individual level, means your level. How will you help reduce air pollution? What will happen if the temperature of the globe increases by 2 degrees Celsius? Let us see what Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai says. We should be always aware that God is the silent witness of all we think, speak and do. So that is why in Telugu it said, Intane, Ventane, Nentane, Untanu, Bangaru. Means God will be present. He will be hearing all our talking, our thinking, speaking and doing everything. So whether anybody else is watching over us, even if nobody else is there, God will be watching. He is inside us, outside us and everywhere around us. Just like the air around us. Can you see the air? No, but you can experience air, correct? Like that, God also can be experienced. Okay, come prepared for the home assignment. Thank you.